Hi, this is Dan Cortopassi of TSG Multimedia. Today I'm reviewing an HO scale GP39 Phase 1 locomotive from Athearn Genesis. My example represents an ex-Santa Fe unit decorated for Portland and Western. This particular unit, 2315, has worn this paint scheme with P&W initials since at least August 2006 and is still in service. I found photos of this unit in January 2006 with predecessor Willamette and Pacific initials, so at some point between January and August the initials were changed. My model is the DCC Ready version, which has an MSRP of $169.98. Athearn also offers a version with DCC and sound with an MSRP of $269.98. The paint on the model is excellent. The color separation lines are sharp, and I only found a couple tiny voids around the base of the electrical cabinet filter box on the fireman's side. All of the writing is crisp, and even the tiniest labels are readable with magnification. I especially like the Wilhelmina unit name on the cab sides. The grills on the model have a subtle overcoat of atomized black paint to make them look darker. I like the effect on this particular model. The handrails are made of a flexible plastic that should resist breakage, though some of the stanchions are crooked, which is typical with many plastic handrails. The model includes details like sunshades, mirrors, brake lines on the trucks, and plumbing under the sill and in the fuel tank area. I had the opportunity to photograph the real Portland and Western 2315 and 2015, and for the most part the model seems faithful to the prototype. I did notice that the cab side mirrors are too far forward. The stepwells are also not quite correct. The front of the model includes numerous details like windshield wipers, freestanding grab irons, MU hoses, a trainline air hose, operating ditch lights, and a snowplow. Most of this seems to match my photos except that one of the MU dummy plugs on the deck is in the wrong spot. The ditch lights and headlight are illuminated with bulbs. The number boards do not light up. The model is equipped with McHenry scale couplers. Both the front and rear couplers are at the correct height. The detail on the rear of the model is similar to the front and includes operating rear ditch lights. Unfortunately, Athearn mounted the ditch lights in the wrong place. They should be higher and directly under the outboard handrail stanchions. Otherwise, the rear of the model seems pretty accurate. The cab roof includes antenna stands. In my photos of 2315, there are additional conduits and other small details that are not present on the model. Adding conduits would not be too difficult with some brass wire. The model features see-through fans, lift rings, and a nice-looking horn casting. I noticed that there is orange showing through the black paint in certain spots. The rear fan blades seem too far down in the shell, not close enough to the grills. The underside of the model is fairly simple, but does include some small details like sander lines, though these are hard to see when the model is on the track. The model picks up current from all 8 wheels, and all 4 axles are powered. 2 of the wheel sets are narrow in gauge according to the NMRA standards gauge. The model weighs 14.9 ounces. I registered 2.8 ounces of drawbar pull on my force gauge. I'm running the model on DC. It's very smooth and quiet, with good low speed capability. As I was running the model, I noticed that it had a yellow door on the engineer's side, and then I checked, and that's actually prototype correct. I'll run it again so we can take a look at the lights. I really think they would look better with LEDs and not bulbs. Overall, I like this model a lot. I like to have models of locomotives that I've seen in person, so I was happy that Athearn produced a model of Portland and Western 2315. The model looks good, is mostly accurate, and runs well. At the risk of sounding nitpicky, I would like to see Athearn get some of the smaller details right. They did a great job with the yellow door, but missed the boat on some other things. The issues that stand out to me are the rear ditch lights in the wrong location and the incorrect shape of the stepwells. Both are difficult fixes, so I'm going to take a spike off for those things. I'm also going to take a spike for the 2 out-of-gauge wheel sets. My final verdict is 8 out of 10 spikes.